On this week's breaking news, F1 drivers go go-karting. We have a new vehicle for the Icons line, and Star Wars is getting a 50th celebration of some mystery sets. All that and more on this week's breaking news. Today's episode is brought to you by Back to Brickware, my newest venture into the A-Full merchandise, the ultimate LEGO-inspired clothing line that's not just fashionable, but also celebrates the very foundation of the LEGO system we all know and love. Imagine minimalist designs that seamlessly blend style and nostalgia. Back to Brickware brings you high-quality apparel inspired by the iconic LEGO bricks we know and love. Each piece is crafted with precision and attention to detail, making it a must-have for any LEGO enthusiast. These aren't just your average threads. We're talking about minimalist designs that don't scream at you, but just show your nerddom in a classy way. And of course, they're inspired by designs found in the LEGO system. And you know what screams quality? Embroidery. Almost every piece is stitched with love, featuring those iconic LEGO elements. It's like wearing your childhood memories, but making them fashionable. So whether you're a hardcore A-Full or just want to rock some seriously cool gear, check out the Back to Brickware page on Etsy. Dive into the collection, embrace the LEGO spirit, and let's make some memories together. Back to Brickware, where the style meets nostalgia. Head over to the Back to Brick Etsy page and let the fashion adventure begin. Happy building, my friends.
Breaking news.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Back to Brick. I'm your host Garrett, and this is the podcast where we talk with fellow A-Fulls about their LEGO designs, and we get down to the breaking news to talk about all things LEGO's been up to for the past week. Thank you all for tuning in, as always, each week, because you get to learn about the latest LEGO news. Some weeks are long, some weeks are short, depends on what the LEGO community is up to, but you get to get it all in one simple package to listen to on your drive to work, on your next trip to the LEGO store, or wherever you want to sit, and maybe you're building Legos and listening to it, which would be pretty cool as well. And if you really want to support the podcast other than subscribing, you become a patron over at our Patreon page. And that was a lot of Patreon page. And you can support the podcast, get the podcast early, ad-free, and build a fun LEGO community with me. Now, moving on to the admin side of things, there's not much going on here other than, well, we found a stray kitten. And I named him Umbreon, but we unfortunately are not capable of keeping him right now. He is a very cute little, I think 3-month-old kitten playing around, hanging out in our bathroom. We don't want to really stress out our pets. We're going through some of the medical things with my wife's family, so it's just like it just doesn't make sense right now. It sucks, but he's going to go to a good home. A coworker is going to take him in and give him a really fun little life. So best of luck, Umbreon, or as they call him, Flo. He's a cute little guy. He's got super big, expressive eyes, but can't look into them directly or else he will not be leaving. He will be staying here. But that's it for the admin side of things. We will be doing our set reviews at the end of the episode. This is where I pick a LEGO set and a set from Rebrickable usually to talk about and give my reviews on them. The first one is the LEGO Ideas set of 21350 Jaws. Since it was the 4th of July last week, it seems an applicable one to talk about. And the next one is the Dune Book Nook and Bookends by AVG Joe Tinkerer over on Rebrickable. And that will be after we talk about the breaking news. So stick around and let's get into our first breaking news story. First up, Pokemon. LEGO's officially announced a few more Pokemon sets for our August release. Our first one is the iconic Trainer Moments Pokeball. It's 2,339 pieces and will cost $300, and it is available already for pre-order. And yes, you heard me right, $300 for 2,340 pieces, which is an obscene amount of money for a giant ball. It really reminds me of the Question Cube that they used to have for Nintendo. Came out a few years ago. This one just comes with some minifigures instead of just some little application areas or the castles. So this one comes with 3 minifigures. We've got Professor Oak, Picnicker, and Red, as well as 2 molded figures, a Pikachu and Eevee. That is where the money's at because they are really cool. They even did a brand new mold for a Pokeball. And I've already watched some of these reviews on this. The Pokeball itself is just a large ball that it opens up and it reveals a area that you can do a battle on the grass, and then Professor Oak and his little lab. Here's the problem. LEGO should have just made these little dioramas and maybe $20 sets, $30 sets, not this pay gap or this paywall of $300 to get a ball that most people are not going to care about because they only care about the figures. Red is a very cool figure, other than they printed a backpack on him instead of just making a yellow backpack. I think people would have been satisfied with that. This is just not the direction I thought we would go, and I'm very disappointed. The next one is Munchlax. It's a 757 piece set at $70, and it's also available on pre-order. I don't know this Pokemon very well, but he's pretty cute. He's got a very unique turquoise color, printed eyes, and sitting on a log with some looks like mushrooms around him. I think it's well done. Definitely represents the Pokemon well. The next one is part of the 151. It's Arcanine, 1,190 pieces for $100. And this one is, I think, pretty well done. They've been doing animal characters pretty well. It has the full swoosh tail, and it is a little blockier in certain sections, but I think they captured it pretty well. It's one of their better ones. And then the last one is Rayquaza. It's 1,083 pieces at $120, and it comes on a sky pillar. So you climbed up into the sky during your video game Pokemon, then you would find a trainer and Rayquaza. And the trainer is from Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and it's Lore Keeper Zinnia. So that one's not bad. I'd say that they did a better job with this one, and it looks better than the artwork. And our last one is the upscaled red minifigure. It's 930 pieces, and it costs you $90. Now, it's just kind of out of proportion, I think. The Pokeball is a weird block instead of a round ball. The hat looks way too big for him. I don't know. The upscale minifigures, you have choices that you can choose, and this one just didn't seem like the right one. So Pokemon, we just had the Smart Play bricks, and now we have this. So don't know where this is going. Pokemon is following a similar path to Nintendo, where they struggled a lot at the beginning, and maybe they'll pick it up. I really hope so, because I need to have good Pokemon sets that are affordable with the minifigure scale Pokemon, and I don't know, maybe the Battle Coliseum. There's so many options. It just seems to be the wrong ones they're choosing. It's time for Double Insiders Points. This is from now until the 12th of July, and there's a fun discounts throughout a lot of these sets from upwards of 20% off, so you might want to go check out your sets. And if you spend $180, you're going to get a new gifted purchase. This is the Sea Serpent, and it is a small pirate ship from a classic series. And it looks cool, I guess. A lot of people really like it. I'm not really sure. I think it's because, it's part of an old school theme, and a lot of people like that nostalgia to it. The Sea Serpent has a printed red dragon on the sail and a couple minifigures to go along with it. And unfortunately, it's already been sold out in a couple countries, UK and Australia, I believe. But we're still having them here in the States, so if you want to get one, time to go and try to snag one now. Now, there's going to be, this is included in a lot of the sets, but not every set. We've got Harry Potter, Marvel, Disney, Wicked, educational sets, Speed Champions, Sonic the Hedgehog, Jurassic World. You can go check them out and see which ones you'll get those points for. But head over there before the end of the weekend to possibly get this gift with purchase if it's still available. Otherwise, just getting your double points. The Bricklink Designer Program is getting a bit of an update. Come 2028, they're moving from, instead of Series 12, 13, 14, they're going to start with Wave 1, 2, and 3 for 2028, and so on, similar to what we see in the LEGO Ideas categories. And they're going to be updating a little bit of their graphics as well, and even some new box designs. Instead of the standard white and black, they'll be adding a little bit of blue here and there, and different, there's not major updates yet. I think we're going to see some throughout these next few series, that they're going to be coming up with different rules and different part counts, but that's about it. Nothing really much to call out there, but it is going to keep changing. Another LEGO Ideas set has been released, the E.T. the Extraterrestrial, set 21370. It's 1,226 pieces, and I'm thinking I already talked about this. But what the heck? If you didn't hear this in a previous episode, I'll just talk about it now. It's 1,226 pieces at $140, and it comes with E.T. with a little flower pot, and it's a classic from a movie, Spielberg. And if you don't know it, you should go watch it. It's a very fun set to have if you're nostalgia-based for the 1980s, and if you're not, well, then you probably won't be buying it. We got 3 new small Halloween sets. Our first one is a Halloween pumpkin lantern. It's just a classic pumpkin that has a small spider and a glow-in-the-dark ghost. Not an old one, but the newer version of it. A Halloween skull candle. This has a little candle on this glowing pedestal of like green, and its eyes are pretty creepy, and it's got a black candle on top of it. And then the last is a colorful lantern. So this is probably from the Day of the Dead, and it has these very nice intricate panelings that kind of actuate in and out, and then the streamers on the bottom of it. Just fun little sets, likely to have them just in store for sale under $20. A new Creator 3-in-1 set was revealed. This one is a cute little one, the Red Panda. It's going to sell for $30, an A+ set of 297 pieces, and it comes with this cute little red panda, a little butterfly, and a little garden patch. And you can make it also into an owl or a goldfish, or not a goldfish, a clownfish. But the red panda is definitely what you should make. It's super cute, very small, but definitely detailed enough to recognize exactly what it is. A new Technic motorbike is out. This is the 42238 Ducati Desmo450 MX factory motorcycle. That was a lot of words. It's $50, and it looks just like a standard dirt bike. It has some panels that you can remove to see inside the engine section and the shock, as well as a gear system that has, a standard chain gear to move the back wheel. The shock works pretty well, and it has the little display stand as well to go with it. So if you're a Ducati fan, this is one that'll be coming out for August 1st. We've got 2 new additional Botanicals sets. The first one is the Hanging Gold Pothos. Pothos? It's an interesting name. It's 372 pieces at $60. So that's a little expensive, but I think the reasoning is because the plant itself has a lot of the larger leaves that are or dual colored molding, and the plant itself is on a little base because these plants flow out on like a vine-like system. I know a lot of people have been looking forward to something like this, and I think they did very well with this. And then the dark flower arrangement we've talked about before at 562 pieces and $60. This has the purple tulip, the dark red roses, and a dark green foliage to it. Botanical series always wins, so these ones are big winners. The LEGO Group goes to the San Diego Comic-Con pretty much every year, and it's no different for this year. They are confirmed. They will have their own booth 2829, and it's a rather large booth, and it's right across from Mattel, and Marvel is just right down on the other side of it. Also, Star Wars has 2 big booths not far from it as well. I wish that I could go. I've never been to San Diego Comic-Con, and it looks to be such an impressive thing. I mean, last year they did the Brick Bust, where you could do like the Blockbuster or Brick Buster, and with different movie posters and all the different sets. It'll be Pokemon most likely being represented there. Hopefully, maybe one other thing is revealed. Sometimes they do that. But if you're going to the San Diego Comic-Con, go check it out, as well as all the other amazing booths that will be there. LEGO has invested heavily in F1, and they will continue to do so as they show that it is the future of what they want to do with the LEGO integration of their motorsports. They talk about it's playing a very significant role in our portfolio. Julia from the Motorsports Media outlet said, "It has proven to be exactly what we expected, which is very important for our portfolio standout, very multi-generational, also multi-gender. Women make up 42% of the global fan base, which is an impressive feat for a sport very much dominated by men. As you can see, we have Lego Technic, the large-scale cars like the Icon cars, the collectible series, the Super or the Speed Champion series, and the helmets. There's so much potential here, and it's just a really diverse, as they said, application for it. And it says and vice versa for F1, they see their audience growing the other way from adults down to teenagers and kids. So it was kind of great opportunity, very symbolic for us to increase our own audience for it. And so they're investing. They're going to keep pushing. F1, I think, is a great brand to have partnered with. They do amazing work just globally as the sport has grown from the Netflix documentary series. So having Lego integrated in it has just been wonderful for us F1 fans and for Lego fans too. Lego announces a new set for their space lineup. This is the Hubble Telescope. It's 1,252 pieces, released on August 1st for $140. And this is the minifigure scale version of the Hubble Telescope. It has a display stand with 3 prints of the images that they did, the columns of the pillars of creation, the Whirlpool Galaxy, and the Butterfly Nebula. And then, of course, it has a plaque with NASA and ESA as they combine to work with this. The Hubble Telescope has been in a lot of Lego sets, just primarily with the shuttles. So this is its first time standing out on its own. And the minifigure is pretty small compared, because it is still a rather large telescope. Now, it does come with sails that are pieces of plastic, like vinyl, instead of being printed parts. And there's interior sections as well that have some intricate things for the detail of, such as the lens, which had to be, it was the damaged or wrong size, so they had to replace that as a major repair. In all, kind of boring. I think they could have done something else, maybe even like the Webb telescope, but the Hubble is the most well-known. Voyager is the most well-known. They should have done Voyager as a smaller set, but beggars can't be choosers. It's still part of space. I won't get it because it's a little too boring and not enough. It's a pretty big set, so I don't know where I'd even put it. So yeah, for anyone that's a big space nerd, Hubble, NASA, this is a fun set coming out for August 1st. Lego is going to be celebrating alongside Star Wars for the 50th anniversary with a range of very interesting sets. We've talked about it previously that they'll be doing a collectible minifigure series style without actually being collectible, small dioramas with different concept minifigures. And there's also going to be sets to kind of go along with it. And these are part of the minifigure vignettes, I guess you could say. One is a large scale, and it's going to be like their 18 plus set is a movie theater. So the first time Star Wars was shown in movie theaters, so it'll have probably a seating area, different scenes that you can do. Not sure what the cost will be just yet on that, but then they're expanding into different venue. It's about $200. Sorry. And then the vignettes, we have a tribute to George Lucas, which will be filming on Tatooine. There's even some other ones like a Darth Vader art, a Mustafar battle, Endor battle, a minifigure vignette on top of that, the Bespin Duel, upscale pilot Luke minifigure, the Ewok Village, a mini movie posters that you can buy, buildable Yoda, another one. So there's a wide range coming out in 2027. All of them are expected to have these small posters that could probably go on and attach to this new movie set, ranging from from the Ultimate Collector set, which is expected to be the TIE Advanced Fighter, which is Darth Vader's, which they've already done once. This is going to be a redo on it, and then many other things to add to that collection style for the movie theater, because they've done that previously with Star Wars and it was successful for the anniversary of, what was that, 35? 45? I don't remember. And so this is just another way to have Star Wars celebrated in 2027. Star Wars Lego books have had some exclusive minifigures before, and for this brick activity, The Dark Lord, it comes with an exclusive Lego minifigure of Darth Vader and a mouse droid. There's nothing new about this Darth Vader. It looks pretty much the same. And the mouse droid isn't even the best mouse droid that they've made before, so I don't know. I don't see an anticipation for people getting this. There have been before, because we've had some really unique minifigures come from this, but just not this time. Bricks and Minifigs saga continues. Reckless Ben over on YouTube finally had it released from the grand jury that he could speak on why he was being sued, his whole trial and all that. It's about a 50 minute video over on YouTube that you can go check out about the battle with Bricks and Minifigs CEO. And it definitely is crazy what's befallen this whole thing. I can't even break down exactly what's been happening since then. They stole money from a dying man. Bricks and Minifig issues a statement. Company response to theft allegations. So many things. It's just a huge event in the Lego community. It's become national news, and I don't know if it's calming down at all, because it seems that it's just getting more blown up as more news gets through it. I just wish that, people would take care of other people in the Lego community. This is just very scummy, and I hope that we see a good end to this for the party that needs it. That's not Bricks and Minifigs. That's the other guys. We have a new Lego Icons vehicle. This is the Jaguar E-Type. It's an August 1st release, and it has 1,673 pieces, and it is in the classic forest green. Now, if you don't know the Jaguar E-Type, it has a very long nose with these really cool disc-shaped headlights in the front, similar to like a Porsche, I guess you could say, a windscreen, and a black cloth top, usually. Now, you can... It does fold down as a convertible, which is very cool. I think this is the first time that I've seen them do this, and have it fold back into the trunk. The front of the engine bay, the bonnet opens up, showcasing a really cool interior motor with some very exclusive, or very rare feather pieces to be the outside leading wiring to the cylinders. And then the rear has a mechanics kit because, well, the Jaguar needs it. It's definitely a kit that needed repaired sometimes, and it's really a good set. I'm a big fan of it. I always loved the Jaguar E-Type, and there's no reason that other people shouldn't enjoy this one as well, coming out August 1st. Speaking of Lego and F1, they decided that they would do a similar thing than what they did last year, where they built full-size F1 cars in Lego. This time, they did mini go-kart kits, and let's just say it was just as chaotic as it was last time. A lot of people leaving the track, a lot of pieces breaking off, and of course, getting that cleaned up. But Lewis Hamilton had fun in his little Ferrari, and they were all individual karts instead of having them both together in the same vehicle. There's some fun videos over on YouTube. You should check it out. But building these life-size kind of karts is cool. It's definitely heavy, and it's still chaotic, but seeing F1 drivers try to handle them is pretty funny. There's a wonderful Lego movie coming out. It's called Yellow, and it's a horror movie. It's set in an A24 style of minifigures realizing that they weren't always tan or skin colored, but yellow. It's a very cool little video. The animator is George Collies, and his trailer's over on YouTube. I'll actually put the link in the description. It's very fun. I wish that they made it into a real film. Even just a short, 10-minute one would be really fun. It's pretty short in itself, but it does capture the full scope of what we could see come from this, and the minifigures stop motion is excellent. Just go check it out. We've got some leaked images of a new set coming out for Icons, a haunted house. And it looks almost like something we'd see from a winter village. Maybe we're starting to get a haunted Halloween-style village. The mansion itself has 3 different parts to it. There's, of course, some zombie minifigures. Part of the house is collapsing. But this is just some leaked box images. We haven't seen an official release yet, but I'm excited to see it. I think having this be a new kind of venture instead of just the Christmas lineup is a good idea. There's so many things you could do with the haunted style. They used to do the haunted trains, definitely some other haunted houses, and I will definitely be getting one of these because you need some stuff to put out on Halloween. I do have the Sanderson sisters house, and I think, did I break it apart yet? I don't know, but I guess I haven't broken it apart yet. It's time to put it out. So maybe we'll see some fun things coming for this holiday season of spooky Halloween time. Another leaked image is of the Tower Bridge in London. We've had this a few times in different sets, but this one looks a little bit smaller and more detailed. Not sure, maybe the architecture lineup, or it's part of the Icons lineup. Not 100% yet on that. but it looks fine. The Tower Bridge is kind of boring. There's so many other bridges that you could do. Like Pittsburgh's got some cool ones, and there's some cable span bridges, or maybe just don't do bridges at all. There's some other things that you definitely could do. We do not have the Tower of London yet, and 1,000 other buildings could be made if we're doing buildings or different architecture things. So, yeah, I don't know. And that's all the breaking news we have this week. Thank you all for tuning into this week's podcast. I appreciate your support, and I hope that you've learned something, because a lot of the Lego stuff comes out throughout the week, but it's fun to catch up on it at the end of the week. Now we're going to move into our set reviews. Our first one is set 21350 Jaws Lego Ideas set. It's an 18 plus set at 1,503 pieces with 3 minifigures, and instead of a cost of $150, it's a cost of $120. That is a nice price drop for that, and it is currently on back order, but totally worth it. And it has 592 reviews with 4.5 stars. And I just watched Jaws, and let's be honest, it's a classic. You can't not watch it around the 4th of July. And this set is iconically done well. You get, of course, Chief Martin Brody, Matt Hooper, and Sam Quint, the shark hunter. And then, of course, you've got your, the Jaws creature, our giant great white, and the Orca, the ship that is, where half the film ends in, and it's being chased by Jaws. You can have Jaws displayed individually as its own large shark, or have him jumping out of the water towards the back of the Orca. The Orca has so many fun little details to it. It's got the buoys on the front, and we've got Hooper with his beanie hat, and of course all his scientific equipment, including a cage. We've got Quint with his machete, and then Chief Brody with his gun. The full mass structure, even the bell at the top, is just a great way to capture a lot of the little details. And these two little handlebar plates used as jaws on the front of the vessel. Now, is Jaws the creature bigger than boat? Yeah, and it rightly so. It is just a massive set, and no, not massive set, a massive creature for the set. The only thing I'd say is the gills kind of look like they're backwards, but I think people have fixed that. And that does have a plate with Lego Jaws, and you're going to need a bigger boat is the quote. It doesn't have it in quotes, but that is a quote from the movie. And at $120, 100%, go get this right now. I don't know why you're still listening. You should definitely get this set. It is iconic. It will maintain its value if you want to sell it later, but just build it. I still have it in my office at work, so I need to get to building it so I can enjoy this scene as well. Now moving on to our Rubricable set. This is a set Dune, Book, Nook, and Bookends by AVG Joe Tinkerer. It's a 1,385 piece set, and it's just PDF instructions, will cost you $10. And what is really cool is you can use it as bookends, a Book Nook display, or whatever you want to do with it. It has 2 specific sections. One has the Shai-Hulud, or the sandworm, and the other has the letters of Dune spelled out. And it's in a tiered system with different sand dunes of colors of like an orange and tan. And it even has a little minifigure standing in front of Shai-Hulud, which is Paul Atreides. But it's integral enough that when you put it side by side, you can keep it separate and still have the full Dune effect to it. You can push it together, and it has Shai-Hulud and Dune spelled underneath it, so that's your Book Nook. And then separating them back to back, it has the capability of being bookends for your Dune books. It is an excellent set. Build. I think that they should do a set like this. Dune is such an iconic series, and they already have a Dune set, so why not? And for $10, it's a little steeper, but it's worth it if you're a big fan of Dune and want to have a nice way to bookend the sets you have and displaying it with your love of Lego. All right, everyone, that's all I have. Thank you again for tuning into this week's podcast. Please make sure to subscribe, like, and leave comments. The more comments we have, more stars, the more likely people are coming to visit the podcast as well. But that's it. I'll leave you, as I always do. Get creative, get out there, and go build something.